Hey everyone, it's Argonath here from Return of the Fan, and obviously the Helldivers 2 controversy over the last couple of days has been quite a sight to see. And over at Geeks and Gamers, they have a really nice article written by Alex Gurzo, which kind of summarizes everything, and I can give my thoughts if you're interested. Just in case you might not have actually seen. There's a few tidbits that I didn't actually know either. First of all, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like my content, please subscribe, as it just helps the algorithm. And click the notification bell, and you'll get notified when new videos go up. So, the war over Helldivers 2 is over, apparently. The gamers have won. Oh, that is a happy thing. Now, personally, I don't play Helldivers. It's not my kind of game. That's not what I'm into. But obviously, to each their own. And it has been a very, very popular game. So that's cool. The Helldivers 2 controversy just started, and it's already gotten more heated than the one over Stellar Blade. Well, that was another thing which I haven't covered, but I think it's a bit late for that now. A lot has happened in the couple of days, with both Sony and the gamers insulted, volleying at each other. But don't worry, this one has a happy ending. Here's the rundown. First, Sony pulled a Games Workshop and edited the PlayStation Network frequently asked questions to try and trick people into thinking their mandate of PlayStation Network accounts had been announced from the beginning. So, in case you're new to this, you might be wondering, what is the mandate for PlayStation Network accounts? So, even if you bought the game for PC on Steam, you had to create a PlayStation Network account and then link that to your Steam account. Seems pretty trivial to do, doesn't it? But let's read on. So this is from Odra. Sony is covering their tracks after the Helldivers 2 debacle. Sony, are you trying to gaslight all the customers that are going to lose access to a game they paid for because PlayStation Network is not available in their countries? The internet doesn't forget. So this is originally what they had on their frequently asked questions page. Do I have to sign up to PlayStation Network to play a PlayStation game on PC? Signing into PlayStation Network is optional when playing a PlayStation game on PC. However, after May the 3rd, after all the controversy, or maybe just before it, this is what they changed the fact to. Some PlayStation games may require you to sign in and link to an account for the PlayStation Network. So trying to change it afterwards. Meanwhile, the Helldivers 2 community managers have been attacking fans and fantasizing about banning people from the server via their PlayStation Network accounts, which makes the entire thing look like a way to spite gamers. Absolutely. This is from Grums, one of the ex-devs at Blizzard Entertainment, I think it was. The Helldivers community team is the worst I've seen in gaming. They're extremely political, woke, and hate gamers. Let's take a look at the lead first, Baskinator. I've written about Baskinator before, and since then she's removed both the flags in her bios, blah, 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 blah. So basically, she's a big woke person and wants to ban people through the PlayStation Network accounts, as Grums has actually said. Not surprising that this is the type of people that these corporations fucking hire. The lead community manager for Helldivers 2 is completely incompetent. She knew about PlayStation Network for a long time and failed to brief her team with a coordinated message, and instead let them attack gamers and give out confusing, conflicting info. So what a piece of shit you are, Baskinator. And then Sony has pulled Helldivers 2 from 177 countries where the PlayStation Network account is not available. Holy shit. Now, probably there's not a huge number of people playing in these countries, but there's going to be some, right? And they're going to be rightly pissed off about this. Um, this game has now received 215,000 negative reviews. It's getting absolutely ratioed by people, and good on them too. Gamers, meanwhile, have been drowning Helldivers 2 in negative reviews on Steam, with many reporting that they're cancelling their PlayStation Network accounts. This is from Cabrutus, who brought us all the DEI stuff in games. Gamergate is smaller and sadder. Is it though? Look at that. The recent reviews and all reviews are really changing quite a bit. 21% of the user reviews in the last 30 days are positive. So um, that means 79% are actually negative in the last 30 days. Bloody hell. Absolutely getting ratioed, and so it should be. Arrowhead, the developer of Helldivers 2, sided with fans, encouraging them to continue doing this and demanding refunds on Steam, which are not supposed to be available after you've played for more than 2 hours. This is from Quarterback Garrett. I love Jeremy, Geeks and Gamers crew, Ryan, Quarterback Garrett, Friday Night Tights. Love all those guys. So good to see them voicing their concerns as well. Devs back the players, said request refunds and negatively review their own game. Good on the dev team. Sony pulls the game from regions instead of just not requiring an account. They got the bag and said screw off. Fuck Sony. Exactly. That sounds really cool until you learn that Arrowhead has known about this for 6 months, according to its CEO and the creative director of Helldivers 2, Johan Pillisdet. I do have a part to play. I am not blameless in all of this. It was my decision to disable account linking at launch so that players could play the game. I did not ensure players were aware of the requirement. We didn't talk about it enough. What a load of bullshit. Of course you should know that players need to know this kind of shit, right? You've known it all along and you didn't bother telling it to the gamers. On that score, community manager Spitz, why this person why did this person think that the name was a good idea? I don't know. Seems to be having a change of heart and apologized for attacking gamers who didn't like this. Um, so here's one of his replies on Twitter. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, I was completely unaware of how many countries didn't have the ability to make a PlayStation Network account when I made that statement. So he said, oh, it only takes 120 seconds to make an account. Pretty trivial. I deeply regret implying that it was so easy for everyone to just sign up and not have to worry about it. It's absolutely not our intention to force people to break Sony's terms of service or just not play the game. If there's a restricted reason, there needs to be a better solution. Absolutely. Bit of humility shown there by some of the people involved in this. After that, reports came in that refunds were being granted to gamers who played more than 2 hours. But Grums, the social media account of former Blizzard producer, and current video game culture war general Mark Kern tested it and found that it was still being denied a refund, though this may be because you have to talk to a person instead of using the automated system. I think someone reports here we go, this person tweeted back to him. The first refund is always automated and it usually fails due to playtime. The second one is human-handed. It takes 2 refund requests for making it work. So I'm really hoping that people get their money back. And speaking of Grums, he's been falsely accused of sexual assault by some scumbag Helldivers 2 Discord moderator because of horse he is. They also appear to be banning anyone in the Helldivers 2 Discord server from mentioning him. Don't you gotta love these woke leftards? Anyone doesn't agree with them, just swing that ban hammer, you know. Then, just 30 minutes ago, as of writing, Sony relented, announcing that the mandatory PlayStation Network account linking for Helldivers 2 will no longer happen. Let's have a read of this tweet. Helldivers fans, we've heard your feedback on the Helldivers 2 account linking update. The May 6 update, which would have required Steam and PlayStation Network account linking for new players and for current players beginning May 30th, will not be moving forward. We are still learning what is best for PC. What the fuck? That is rubbish. You know what's best for PC players. You just wanted to do it anyway. You wanted to force them so you force everyone onto your PlayStation Network. And your feedback has been invaluable. Thanks again for your continued support of Helldivers 2, and we'll keep you updated on future plans. Well, you better not go back on those future plans, PlayStation. Well, that was a hell of a weekend. Don't ever let anyone tell you customers can't make a difference, that they have to sit back and take whatever a company like Sony serves them, or that they have to stomach these rancid mods and community managers, or any other hateful company stooge. This is a big deal, not just for Helldivers 2, Sony, or even video game. This is a sign that customers matter. Exactly. This should embolden fandoms across mediums to fight for what they want and what they deserve. As for gaming in particular, that announced Stellar Blade update is still waiting in the wings, and Sony needs some good public relations right now. This is no time to relent. Now, the gaming side is actually quite different from the other mediums like TV and movies, right? Because TV shows and movies, they're kind of made by the same types of people. Hollywood tends to make all the movies. TV shows tend to be made by particular studios, and they all have to follow the narrative. Whereas gaming is very different, right? Because obviously there's just such a fuck ton of games out there. There's so many games to choose from that if someone does something you don't like, you don't need to play that game anymore, right? Even if you bought it, you can just stop playing it. There's tons and tons of other games out there that you can play, which are probably just as good as well. Um, so that's a really nice breakdown of the story of Helldivers 2 after all of their initial success and so on. Just goes to show that you can make one bad decision and you can completely fuck it up, because how many of the players are willing to return back to Helldivers 2 with all this bad taste in their mouths? You know, the dev team were kind of good in a way, but they were kind of bad in that they didn't let the players know beforehand that this was going to happen. They could have saved themselves such a massive headache if they'd done that. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments section. I really like to read the comments, and whether it's good or bad, I don't mind. And you're welcome to give the video a thumbs down if you like, if you don't like it as well. Anyway, hopefully I will see you in the next video. Bye.